Welcome to the channel, everyone. I'm Skratch. This is another Raid Shadow Legends video. I am currently on the test server, guys. In today's video, we're gonna have a look at the new mythical champion, and I gotta say it before we're even gonna start testing the champion, I am disappointed in the performance of this champion. Now, in my opinion, he is in the top 5 worst mythical champions. So I feel like this will even make me open my primal shards before the patch gets released, just for the simple fact that I have a history of always summoning the new champions that are being added when they are bad. Not when they're good, just when they are bad. Now, I'm not trying to make it sound like this champion is completely useless or anything like that, because you can definitely get some utility out of this champion if you are not necessarily looking at the most OP champions in the game. So if you ever summon him, he's not going to completely let you down. But I am talking about the new mythical champion from the Orc faction, Ashnar Dragon Soul. It does look pretty badass. Now, his first form is mainly kind of like a support form. It's a nice form, especially if you need somebody to activate the burn on the spider. Similar like Artak, for example. He will land weaken and HP burn. He will give turn meter, which again is pretty nice. Then this one will instantly activate all the HP burn. What I do like about this is that he will decrease the resistance of the enemy up to 100 resistance, and he will increase the resistance of your allies up to 100. So if you are in the Hydra clan boss, every new head spawning basically will lose this 100 resistance debuff that they will have, but your allies will still keep that 100 increased resistance on it. And he does give some turn meter, which is not bad. The A1 basically will increase the duration of a HP burn debuff on the target. This is the first form, the HP form, and as you can probably notice, this is not really intended to be the form that gives him a lot of damage. So with the passive, each active burn place will basically increase their max HP by 5%, stacking up to 25%. So from the total amount of HP that you will have, it will get increased by 25%. Now, the main part that kind of like brings in his full potential is the second form. It does look amazing right here, and basically the A1 is a double hitter, has a chance to repeat the attack if the target is under a HP burn. So very similar with the Quintus, for example. Then the A2 attacks one enemy. If the initial target is under a HP burn, will repeat the attack on all enemies. The repeated attack will ignore 20% of each target's defense. So this right here sounds like it can hit pretty hard. The main reason you will ignore defense. The second reason, this is not considered an AoE. So on Hydra, all of the AoE champions have a massive damage reduction. Now, with this champion in play, considering that this is not an AoE and is single target, this should not be affected. So the damage should be much higher than you're normally seeing from an AoE champion. The A3, he buffs himself with increased defense, with increased crit damage. He attacks all enemies. On top of it, he will place provoke on enemies under a HP burn. If he's a boss, the provoke will be for 2 turns. And this cannot weak hit when hitting enemies under a HP burn. So it doesn't matter if they are Spirit Affinity, for example. You're not gonna weak hit versus them. And then the passive, all of these champion skills will ignore 15% of the enemy's defense if they are under a HP burn. Plus, of course, he will heal your team because he will land HP burn on your allies, which is actually an interesting thing. It's nice to be able to heal them, but that's mainly with the first form because that's the form that places the HP burn. So this is a defense-based form right here. So the build that I currently have on him, let me just quickly walk you through it. We're going to go in Hydra. I'm going to show you exactly what sort of numbers he brings in. I do have a pretty decent build. Now, I don't have the craziest build out there, but it's still a very solid build, to be honest with you guys, considering that we have no blessing, no faction guardians, no empowerment. We have a 68k HP, but this is the first base form, so we're gonna get 25% more HP on top of what we already have, you know, which will definitely allow us to take him close to like 80k plus HP. We have 5.8k defense, 224 speed, full crit, 260 crit damage. Now, on the second form, as you may notice, the defense goes all the way to 7,000, which is honestly a pretty good amount of defense, considering, as I mentioned, no faction guardians, no empowerment, no blessing, you know, it's definitely not bad. 260 crit damage, we have 60k HP. So what I want to show you guys, on top of the utility that he brings, he doesn't really bring much, okay? And I'll be very honest, I think I have 50 primal shards, I will open them. I just don't want to risk it. I don't want to risk it for no chocolate biscuit. So, as I mentioned, you can use this champion in the Spider's Den to activate the burn. By now, we have quite a few different champions in the game that can do that. So we're actually going to go on hard. This is a weaker, a lower difficulty. Our champions should hit much, much harder on this difficulty. We're going to run this team. Now, if I'm not mistaken, my Cardiel is actually built on, let's see. He's not built on protection or anything like that. He is on a Savage as well. So we don't have any champions built on protection. So we shouldn't really have an increase in damage from there. We don't have a Feral in this team. Even though I could bring a Feral to increase the damage by 20% more, I feel like it's not a necessity. He will bring his own increased defense, so we don't need another champion to get that job done for us. So let me just quickly walk you through everything. Let's see the animations. Let's see everything that this champion does. As I mentioned, I do think that in terms of utility, bringing the burn, bringing the heal, bringing the provoke, increasing the resistance, decreasing the resistance is a nice thing, okay? Definitely not complaining about that. But when we are talking about his damage, I feel like for a champion that ignores so much defense and a champion that is a mythical champion, we should have more. And I feel like it's pretty much the same situation with the chicken and whatever other mythical champions we have that are really, really underwhelming. I feel like they're really trying to basically just dilute the pool with a lot of average mythicals, you know. And we got quite a few of them. So this skill will instantly activate a burn. What we're going to do instead, we're going to land the burn and the weaken with this skill. We already have weaken. We got some thermometer as well. So from here on, I'm going to try to maybe don't kill everybody. Okay. Whew. That was lucky. Because I do want to activate the burn basically to increase the resistance on my team. That's how you should basically try to use him anyway, you know. So we're gonna try to do that. We're gonna do an A1 in there. We're gonna boost the thermometer to ensure that we're going first. So right now we are activating the burn. We do have burn on our team, so that will generate healing, and we are going to decrease the resistance by 10 for each HP burn we activate. So instantly we're gonna decrease it by 40, and we're going to increase ours by 40. And we're going to get 5% thermometer for each HP burn debuff activated. So we should get 20% thermometer. There we go. We got the thermometer. We activated the burn. So from here on, what I want to do is basically kill all of the heads, move over to the other metamorph, and show you some of the damage. Because I really find it underwhelming. Now, I know a lot of you guys will be like, Skratch, you're always freaking crying about champions not doing damage. It's like you want everybody to do damage. When a champion just doesn't bring in enough things to the table, yes, I do want them to at least do the damage. Yes, he does bring provoke. He brings HP burn. But I feel like for a mythical champion, I mean, let's be serious. He's a freaking mythical champion that might cost you $1,000. Are you happy with that? If you're happy with that, very good for you. I'm not, okay? So let me just be honest. I'm not. So let's just go in with an attack right here. This basically has a chance to repeat it. We're slowly going to hopefully land defense down, land all of the debuffs that we're needing here, and then we're going to use the A3, then we're going to use the A2 just to kind of like get an idea. We do have a lot of damage dealers, guys, that really put in a lot of work in the Hydra, you know, and I was hoping that this champion as well would be able to do it. So check this out. We have 19.6 million damage. I don't have 4 lizards in the team, so this skill will not really do all of the fancy things, okay? It doesn't even ignore defense, okay? So check the damage out. 19.6 million. 32 million, okay? Do the math. Then when we are going to use this new bad boy, this mythical champion, so right now we have HP burn on everybody except the head of rat. We have defense down. We don't have weaken on one of the heads right here, which is fine. So with this skill, we're basically going to increase our defense and buff crit damage. Then we're going to do an AoE attack. Check out the damage. 34, we go to 37 with his big skill. So 3 million damage. 3 million damage on Hydra hard, guys, from a new mythical champion. That's my complaint. I know some of you guys will disagree with me, and they will say that this champion is still pretty good because he does the HP burn, the healing, the thermometer, and the provoke, which is fine. If you guys are happy with that, it's absolutely fine. But I feel like they should definitely do a bit more than they're doing. You know, at least that's how I'm feeling. Now, if I'm gonna go to use the other skill, this one right here will attack everybody else if we attack one enemy that has HP burn. So we're gonna go versus the head of Mischief right here is the weakest, so this will generate us the biggest damage. 1.4 million, 400k on the other one because we have no weaken. I don't know why it's only 400k on the other one. It almost feels like this skill after the first hit, it just doesn't go at full potential, at 100% of the damage that he should deal with that skill. I'm not sure why it's happening like that. It definitely feels like it's a bit off, you know. So I do like the part that we can provoke for 2 turns if we have HP burn on the enemy. So we can definitely use that to our advantage. Now the problem is that we have quite a few different champions that can do it. We do have the newish mythical champion, the chicken. I forgot his name, Gallius or whatever is the name. That does a very similar thing. And I do have to say that champion's damage is better than his damage. You know, so he's definitely better than this one in terms of damage. So we have 100k damage per hit with a basic skill. Let's buff a bit more so we have all of the buffs in the world. Let's go with a basic skill right here. And I'm going to try to provoke after. Hopefully Venus will have the HP burn available. She should have the HP burn available, to be honest. Yeah. So we landed HP burn on everybody. So right now, we're going to kill that head. But normally, we were supposed to basically provoke it for 2 turns, you know. So we're going to try to kill more heads now instead. And actually kind of like take it from scratch, you know. I can actually swap forms and basically land HP burn and return to this one by the time we're killing the other head. So right here we can put burn, we can put weaken, we put burn on our team, so we can generate some healing right now, which again, as I mentioned, is a pretty nice idea to reverse what the HP burn does. I mean, look at those hits, man. And it's not like my Theox has much better stats than him. Honestly, they're pretty similar in terms of stats. No blessings, no empowerment. We do have faction guardians on Theox, but his base stats are not as good as the mythical champion, you know. So right now we can do that, activate the burn. This will generate a little bit of damage as well, but it's nothing different from using an Artak, for example, which by the way was a free champion last year, you know. So let's do all that. Let's put a bit of more damage in here, and we should be able to metamorph at some point. Buff a bit more, because why not? And I will take him in the spider dungeon as well, guys. So 130k, 140k per hit right there with that skill. Not bad. Not bad. Hopefully Venus will get a HP burn. So let's do that. Let's do this again. 77, 83, bang, and only 2 decapitated heads. They are some champions that are really, really special. As mentioned, Theox is probably one of those champions that come in the game 2-3 times a year. You know, 2-3 times a year. So right now, we're gonna metamorph. We're gonna metamorph. We have defense down. We have HP burn. We have weaken on 2 decapitated heads. So what I'm gonna do right now, I'm going to use this skill to increase my defense before I'm using the other skill. And we're gonna put crit damage as well. And we should be hitting for a little bit, right? 852k, 760k on decapitated heads with defense down, with weaken, with HP burn, ignoring 15% of the target's defense. I mean, come on. Come on. Epic champions hit harder than this. If I'm bringing in Alika, if I'm bringing in probably 20 other epic champions, they will hit harder than this. And it's not just me crying about it, guys. It's just facts, reality, okay? Reality. Let's do the other skill once as well. Hopefully we have... I don't think we're going to have the defense down and weaken actually from Venus. Hopefully... we're gonna get it after. We still have defense down for 2 turns, so we should be able to debuff those heads. We're just gonna go with a basic skill right here. 81k, 125k decapitated heads. Okay. What do I know? What do I know about all this? Now, I won't have HP burn, though. I won't have HP burn. Like, my god, Theox just deals, like, not... Probably more than 10 times the damage. Probably more than 10 times the damage. Pretty crazy. Pretty crazy. I cannot wait to basically end this run and see the total damage. So again, we have no HP burn, unfortunately. So we won't repeat the attack on any of the enemies, which is fine. I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna wait another turn. Hopefully, we're gonna have the burn available from Venus now. Those heads should not be spawning in the meantime. So that would allow us to... no burn available. God damn it, Venus. God damn it. Only the extra attack will ignore the defense. So the extra number should be even higher, but they're actually lower than you would expect, you know, which is so odd. Okay. So the thing is, if I'm gonna use that skill right now, we don't have burn, so I'm gonna use this instead. 475k, 582k, and like this, we are not ignoring any of the defense though. So the numbers are definitely lower than if we would have HP burn to actually ignore the defense, you know. So my Lazarius is the support champion on this team right here. Let's put a few more hits in there. We're gonna use this skill one more time, and we're gonna back out of this. We're gonna back out of this run, guys. So we got weak hits because was no HP. Actually, we had HP burn. Wasn't he meant to don't? Actually, no. That's just the A3. My bad. Only the A3 does not weak hit, not all his kit. Okay, my bad. So let's back out and see the damage. Okay. I'm supposed to attack the other one, but hey. Lazarius, 8.3 million damage, and he is on the support form. 1 AoE, he's not really meant to do a lot of damage. I'm not really using the AoE on decapitated heads unless I have an opening window. Cardial, single target, one attack only, 11.7 million damage. One attack only, 11.7. Ashnar, the new mythical champion, 14.2. Venus, with the hacks, of course, 22 million. Theox, 73.8. Okay? This is your new mythical champion, guys. I'm really not feeling him. And before anyone decides to comment that his first form should be the damage one, he only attacks with one AoE skill, which is the A2. And he doesn't ignore any defense with that. That's clearly his support form. Now, just to kind of like take it away from it, okay? If we're gonna go over to the spider dungeon, right here, you're gonna be able to use him to activate the burn, right? So let's just play like this. You can use him on stage 10 hard mode if you want to. That's absolutely fine, not a problem. So changing or adding champions, that's fine. I'm not even sure if I have gear on the other two champions. I just hope I do. I just hope I do. Yeah, we are a bit faster. So let's buff. Put the HP burn. So you can definitely use him in the following way. We got resisted. Okay, we're gonna apply our own HP burn. So we put HP burn, we put weaken. We're getting healing like this, which is definitely nice. We can put that frost in there. I used the wrong skill to apply HP burn with Akkad. What a freaking noob. Okay, so right now we're gonna use this skill. So you can use him like this. Okay. You can use him as a provoker, HP burn in the Hydra clan boss. But he doesn't really bring anything else to the table, guys. And that is kind of like my main issue with a brand new mythical champion. The only reason why I'm saying it is because they are extremely expensive. They are extremely hard to get. And just imagine, your first mythical champion will be this. When you can compare him with other mythical champions like Gizmak, who's 1,000 times better. Alice, Lazarius, Krixia, even freaking Mazamel, you know, or Arbais, or Lady Mikage, or Commodus, or Carnage, you know, when you compare him with those champions, value is not there. That was all for this video. Do let me know in the comments down below What do you think about the champion? Sorry about the rant, but every now and then, you know, somebody needs to do it. As usual, much love. Appreciate all of you guys watching, and I'll catch you all in the next one. Peace.